Hello, my name is Joel Smith. I'm a lawyer at Williams HR Law. The frequently asked question that I'll be answering in this video is, should employers take employees' temperatures before they enter the workplace to protect against the spread of COVID-19? Now, as most employers know, employers across Canada have obligations to take reasonable steps to keep workers healthy and safe while working. Employers that are continuing to operate physical workplaces need to take additional steps to protect workers during the pandemic. Now, some employers are considering taking employees' temperatures as they enter the workplace as a precautionary measure. While there are potential benefits to doing so, employers should also consider the downsides of this option before going ahead and starting to take temperatures. Fever is a common symptom of COVID-19, but not everyone who contracts the virus gets a fever. Also, some patients who will only develop a fever days after first contracting COVID-19. For these reasons, taking temperatures is by no means a foolproof way to protect workers from COVID-19. Now, with that said, some employers will still want to take temperatures, and those that do will need to consider the practical issues related to doing so. For example, methods of taking temperatures should be minimally obtrusive, such as using non-contact infrared thermometers. Employers should consider if they have access to those types of tools at this time. Temperatures should also be taken by someone trained to do so, such as a nurse. Practically, employers without a nurse on site may struggle to find an available nurse right now to administer the testing, given the broader societal demands on our medical professionals. Taking temperatures of employees when entering the workplace may create lineups, but physical distancing still has to be maintained. Employers should consider how can that be achieved while still having these lineups. And finally, most importantly, employers need to consider what they'll do if an employee has a fever. Of course, the employee should be sent home or sent to the hospital or a testing center, depending on the severity of the fever. But there are still many other questions that should be considered, such as, how can the sick employee's privacy be maintained when they're sent home? Will others who were in contact with the worker that day and in the days prior be ordered to isolate as well? Will the workplace be shut down? If not, other employees may become worried about exposure and refuse to work. How will that be managed? Now, for more information about how to respond to an employee who's contracted COVID-19, see my FAQ video on that question. Given all these issues that can arise from temperature checks, in many cases, they will not be the most practical measure to take to try to protect workers from COVID-19. So those employers who choose not to take temperatures can still take extra steps to protect workers and should do so to comply with their health and safety obligations. And those might include requiring that employees with any of the COVID-19 symptoms, not just fevers, stay home at the first sign of those symptoms. Also providing hand sanitizer and PPE such as gloves and masks to workers in many cases. Requiring employees to clean and disinfect their own workspaces, as well as any public spaces within the workplace that they use, such as the kitchen. Rearranging the workplace to ensure physical distancing between workers, and installing additional protective equipment to separate workers from both each other and from members of the public, such as the plexiglass panels that you see at grocery stores that many stores have installed to protect cashiers. Additionally, ensuring the workplace is being deep cleaned on a regular basis will help to protect workers from contracting the virus. I hope you found this video helpful, along with the other resources on this site. Keep well and safe.